knocked me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real, though.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Seattle Seahawks. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh. 55
They'll run on first down. It's Gregory. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Gregory. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Ready?
On first down, Dillon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run now with Dillon. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. X3. Lead grip.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Ready. 50, plant.
On second down now, Dillon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming this way, coming this way. Now.
They'll run now with Peyton. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Go. Go. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running it here with Peyton. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Look at me. Zipper.
Switch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's crashing.
Topper.
Deuce.
Fight.
Down the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
36, 36.
Greystone, travel.
Check 43.
Ready?
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Ten Lobo.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
On first down, Dillon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Long day for you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
You can't block.
Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 6. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on first down. It's Gregory, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 9, check 9.
Hey, high 7.
55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Strip that ball.
Hustle, hustle, get it.
On first down, Dillon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They go screen with Dillon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
I got you.
They'll look to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
30 base. 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 3 buzz. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Right here. Go.
Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. On third down, it's Gregory, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark. Today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's put that team on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
10-2 stop. 61, match box, right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Back to throw. Herbert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready? 8, read.
You don't want this.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Barkley. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gregory. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try the left side. It's Gregory. And he'll go down at the 28. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Silver, check 31, check 31.
Now Edmonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check right, check right. Watching you five. Check pass, check pass. Mark 50, deep grip.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Check 55 to mine. Rip left. Switch. Say. Kill.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check three.
Yeah.
Check the backer. Rush in. No. Off. Check three. Switch.
Yep.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready, set.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the screen. Mike 55. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check 52.
Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 77 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A quick pass out to Juju. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Set. 18 Gator. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Go. Jim. Get ready.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Hey, Orbit.
Watch twins. 45.
Big Griffin.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the eye.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, Zoo.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hit it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Weapons.
Mike, 45.
Hey, Echo.
Be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, Haywood! Red team still.
On the Seahawks 23-yard line.
Second and 1. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next, the score is Seahawks 38, Chargers 31.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Herbert. Will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, shifts past him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the catch made by Johnson. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, Herbert. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
That's how we do it, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
General West.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Switch gears. Check 24, check 24.
Snap.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
55, Mike, 55.
Go.
Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were go on the field, but okay, I see you. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Edmonds, and an alley to run, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
218, jump.
Los Angeles.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We won it. Come to my work. Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, seam 6.
Where's the party now? Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I don't think you got it, son. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check.
Blue draw Corkers.
Back.
Get it.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
I got you. 45's the Mike. 65.
22 jet bomber.
Check 13.
Bravo.
Check 45's the Mike. Check 45's the
5.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Don't throw this way.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Chase Edmonds with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. To throw again. Herbert. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Chargers.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Second and 11. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
He's coming. We got double up. Smooth. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike, 50.
2nd and 13. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching it run. Hey, let's get in that hole.
5.
55.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here in OT. They're going for it on fourth.
Why? Get wide.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Showing it.
Go. Go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Switch.
Go. Get it ready.
Saquon Barkley running right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Barkley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get...
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder, A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.